There's this girl that lives in my uni halls. We're not roommates but we are flatmates. Let's name her Kaya, F, 19. I, F, 19, met her in September when we started university and moved into halls. We're not best friends but we are friendly. We don't really spend much time together. Over time, my friends noticed that Kaya tried to copy me in everything. It started slowly, accessories and some clothes. Nothing major. I didn't even notice until people started pointing it out to me. I have a rather distinct style and she started copying it. I don't owe the style and she's free to wear what she likes but it's the exact same copies of my outfits which is very odd. But then, it started going further. I dyed my hair, she dyed her hair, I bought something for my room, she bought the same thing. I started chatting with a guy, she became obsessed with that guy to a point that whenever I had a male friend or guy the first was interested in over, she would go out of her way to try and get their attention, coming down to the kitchen in nothing but a towel, she never used to do it, etc. And she would do anything to attract attention. Now, don't get me wrong, I couldn't care less if the guy was looking and even if it was my boyfriend looking, I'd have a beef with him not her but the blatant attention-seeking behavior was just odd. I joined societies and sports and after she found out, she joined the same ones I did. Basically, everything I do, she copies eventually. It's just really creepy but I haven't said anything, I wouldn't even know what to say. Over the Easter break, my friend and I were at my family house, a bit drunk and decided to test out whether Kaya really copies everything I do. I made a post on social media about shaving my head. My friend does hairdressing and she helped me out faking shaved head and I posted a photo with shaved head. I deleted the photo few days later and forgot about this whole thing. After Easter break was over, we had uni exams and I was focusing on that. Imagine my shock when I came back and Kaya had shaved head. And she was pissed when she saw me. She started shouting how I lied to her and why would I do that. She went on and on and on, really angry. Admittedly, I ignored her and hid in my room. She sent me a text telling me that she expects me to pay for her wig as it's my fault she shaved her head. I replied that absolutely not, that it was not my fault and she decided on her own to do that. She kept attacking me over it every time I saw her. It's been a few days since I came back from Easter break. My exams start tomorrow and yesterday I received an email from my university, asking me for a meeting over the issue. She reported me to uni over something she's done. I am genuinely confused, was I really in the wrong? Aida for pretending to shave my head and refusing to pay for her wig? NTA but I'd be nervous if someone was that obsessed with me. Like I wouldn't feel safe around that individual at all. Trigger warning. This happened to me in college. She would come after every guy the first was talking to. It wasn't as scary as much as it was annoying. So me and my best girlfriend decided to test something out. We pretended to date. It was the weekend and we were partying in the dorm. She cornered my best friend at the party in the bathroom and attempted to greater than sexually assault less than her. That's when shit got really scary, really fast. We got her kicked off campus eventually for drug possession, but nobody really believed that a girl would greater than sexually assault less than another girl. It was really fucked up. NTA. Don't even tell them about her copying you. Just say you posted a fake bald pic of yourself on social media for fun, showed back up at school and your flatmate had shaved her head and was pissed at you. What could she possibly say to defend it? You didn't tell her you were shaving your head, and even if you did, you didn't demand her to shave her head too. Edit. Wow, my comment blew up, thanks guys. Is valid to say that after the girl shaved her head it came to her attention that other people had noticed her worrisome behavior and how it was escalating, so now Op is feeling scared to share a flat with her. Even without all the extra details, the meeting would be short. You posted a fake photo of a shaved head, and now this girl shaved her head. That isn't your responsibility. It's very creepy behavior and weird that she would report this, a normal person wouldn't. She needs help, and you need to stay away from her. NTA. NTA, and it's not your fault she has an obsession with you. You don't owe her a wig or anything else. She made her choices, she's an adult, she can live with it and her hair will grow out. Hopefully this will teach her a lesson and she'll stop her behavior. This is the plot of the book Stephanie's Ponytail. And there was just a very similar post a few weeks back. It's so obviously ridiculous lol, I guess people love the scorned roommate plot. NTA. I want to laugh, because it's kinda funny how she pretty much outed herself and admitted she's copying everything you do. Forgot to add, but I can't really laugh. BC, this girl could totally be dangerous. I doubt you'll get into trouble over this, especially if she can't prove you faked shaving your head to she if she would do it. You could have just been doing it for fun. Either way, be safe, and at this meeting I'd ask if one of you could be transferred to a different flat at least. NTA, she made the decision herself to shave her head. You didn't manipulate her into or ask her to do it. You're free to dress up, play pretend, or Photoshop yourself in any way you please. I'm not a woman, but every woman I know wouldn't make the decision to shave their head so lightly or easily. She's got issues that I think will become apparent during the meeting that's coming up. Wow. NTA. What she's doing is unhealthy. You had every right to pretend to shave your head. People do that kind of thing for a laugh all the time, with no consequences, and get likes and laughing emojis. It's her fault for taking you seriously and being obsessed with you. She chose to really shave her head, she chose to copy you. She's an adult who made her choice. Hopefully she'll learn after this. Good luck with the meeting. NTA. She shaved her head of her own volition. WTF gives her the idea that she needs to be reimbursed for anything? I'd go to a quiet place, such as a library, and compose a list of all the times she's copied an aspect of your appearance or an activity in which you participate. I'd also noted the times and names of people who've noticed the copying and commented on it. Now, she's actively harassing you? Nope, nope, nope. If anyone should report anyone, it's you who should report her. NTA. But you've picked up a bunny boiler. Watch your back. Very much single white female vibes. He is my neighbor Nursultan Tuliagbe. He is pain in my asterisk holes. I get a window from a glass, he must get a window from a glass. I get a step, he must get a step. I get a clock radio, he cannot afford. Great success. Your flatmate reminded me of this Borat quote op. What's concerning is though why she's so obsessed with you and everything you do. It's rather creepy if anything. NTA op. Great success. NTA. But at the meeting don't admit it was aimed at her. Just say you were clowning around on SM and that's all. Don't talk about her ever copying you. This is probably the best way to play it. If op tells them about knowing she was copying op, then there could be seen as malicious intent and have some of the blame for taking advantage of someone with mental issues or something. It might make the head shaving post a little hard to explain, but I guess op was drunk, so I wouldn't tell them at the meeting that it was to see if she would do it or not. You posted an edited picture you found funny of yourself and you didn't tell her to do it. Before or after the meeting, ask to speak them privately and lay out all the issues you have brought up here. I don't know if doing this in front of the other girl is wise, as she may up the ante and you school will hopefully decide to separate you to more. They will if the threat to you is big enough. This will dive into stalking and worse if it continues. Also, I would start wearing clown costumes every day. I legit don't ever see anyone I want to college with except my best friend. Let her copy more outrageous stuff: rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing. Yikes. I have no doubt that your meeting will go your way, as your NTA. That's super scary. I would make a point of saying you want her behavior on record, for your protection, at aforementioned meeting. NTA at all. Hopefully that will end her incredibly unhealthy obsession with copying you. If you're forced to attend the meeting, just say, I never told her to shave her head, that was her own decision. And only say that, or variations of it. And don't pay her wig, that's her expense. NTA. Lodge a complaint depending on how the meeting goes. She has clear issues that you unfortunately need to worry about. NTA. Your post made me giggle. She decided she wants to shave her head. But it's really creepy, exactly copying you. Hope this doesn't escalate. The behavior isn't healthy. NTA. And she has to be telling lies. Why else would uni call a meeting about you posting a doctored image of yourself and she shaving her head right after that? The minute you were at the meeting, take the initiative and tell the uni you are glad that the uni finally sees how she has been harassing you for a long time by copying everything you do and that you want her to stop that. In these days, with uni and schools bending over backwards to try and satisfy every lunatic, make sure you have ammunition and are the first to fire. And #X200B. And please update us. NTA. When you go to that meeting, just tell them the same you told us here and let her explain why she shaved her head. Please let us know. NTA. You didn't know she's shaving her head. How could you possibly be responsible? The fact that she copies you is her problem. NTA. And I love what you did, but NGL, I'd be a little bit afraid of her. She sounds unhinged.